Democracy is also a process where you give other people a chance to speak. And we're celebrating 25 years of independence, 25 years of unbroken democratic system. And for me, this celebration is coming to me with so much mixed feelings, because Nigerians are all watching us. Nigerians are listening to us. Those people we are representing are listening to us. How much of this democracy, unbroken democracy that we are celebrating today, how has it translated to, unbroken food security? How has it transformed into unbroken security in the nation? How has it transformed into unbroken access to education, access to healthcare? And we're talking about celebration of democracy. The democracy is government of the people, for the people, by the people. And it should actually change the lives of our people. We are representing our people. Our people are hungry back home. For me, to be honest with you, Mr. Speaker, there is nothing to celebrate.
Oh, we are saying we should not celebrate
we should
democracy.
be looking at celebrating food security. We should be looking at celebrating access to healthcare. So we should be looking at celebrating. There are a lot of things to celebrate. We know that we have had unbroken. Excuse me, please. I need to be protected. I need to be protected, Mr. Speaker.
You are protected, but democracy is what is protecting you.
So
democracy has given you that place you are standing.
We have on this floor.
To be a parliamentarian, it was democracy that gave you that platform. Are you saying you are not celebrating it?
How has it impacted? We need it to move a step further. We need it to move a step further. If I am here and it has brought me here, how has it impacted my own people? That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much.
So please,
thank you.
We are celebrating, I am celebrating, but we should be
okay, you are celebrating it now.
Implement what we have been doing here.
Okay, thank you. So you are celebrating it now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my viewers. Having listened to the submission of the rep member representing Awka North and South Federal Constituency, where she strongly disagreed with the Speaker of the House over whether we deserve to celebrate 25 years of unbroken democracy. For according to her, since we have insecurity, we have a myriad of problems, we have a situation where there is high level of food inflation. She is of the view that these issues be addressed rather than celebration. Mr. Tinubu, Michael, let us quickly get a view.
I think democracy in Nigeria has become a decided threat against Nigerians. If you look at what is happening currently now, the woman from Awka South, from Anambra State, who also questioned who is in line with the reality on ground about what is happening in the country, even though we have had a kind of chain democratic government for about 25 years, and with that, really nothing to share or take home at the end of the day. Today marks to 29 1 year, of course, in office of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC, and that remark from the rep member from Awka North and South was quite understood to mean a lot, that people still feel what Nigerians there on the street are actually feeling. But to my greatest surprise, I saw the speaker nonchalant approach to trying to defend what is not a reality at all, saying that democracy brought you. You see, that's the mindset of the kind of leaders we have there. Instead of maybe acknowledging, diplomatically what the woman was trying to let the whole world, especially Nigerians, to know that this democracy is a decided threat against Nigerians themselves, and that's the point the woman is making there. While they are trying to doing that section in the Federal House of Rep. So, but from away from that, coming from my own little perspective on the development that has to do with, you know, whether Nigeria actually should celebrate democracy or under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. For me, it calls for a sober reflection. For me, it calls for innovation. For me, innovation. It calls for reform. It calls for, you know, Nigeria should actually sit back and check, actually, is this the type of leadership they actually want to be part of in a society like Nigeria. But the question there, you know, from the public feeling and thereabout and the pause, you will discover that, you know, that Tinubu's 1 year in office is a total write-off, you know, but some ethnic sentiment has also been played into trying to assess or justify Tinubu's 1 year in office, while a lot of people are saying we shouldn't be patriotic to an extent of saying the truth and the way it is. Nigeria currently now is upside down, and this is in line with what the former president of Nigeria, talking about Olusegun Obasanjo, you know, also said, and that unfortunately now Tinubu has no plan or doesn't know possibly how to navigate and move the Nigerian economy, you know, forward. But as it stands now, Nigeria is the worst performing economy with the value of naira nothing to write home about. So the issue is this: where do we get to the situation? How do we get to where we find ourselves? It was a result of indecision or manipulated decided agenda, you know, to put incompetence in a position of power. And Nigeria today are bearing the burden of bad leadership and bad governance since Bola Ahmed Tinubu came into power as the president of Nigeria. And now to add to that too, you can there has been in a school of thought, you know, that said in the history of Nigeria that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the only president who never won, who was not voted for when he became president.
But I don't think it's about Tinubu this time around. We are looking at 25 years of unbroken democracy. I think we are looking at this national democracy from 1999 to date. The question is, from 1999 to date, what we have seen as a people, our level of development. Don't forget that the constitution is said that the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. It's about whether Nigerians are getting this in return of how they are being governed. I don't think it's about Tinubu.
No, you cannot take it away, because when we're talking about the reason for this interview this morning was to do a thorough assessment and rundown of Tinubu's 1 year in office. That is one. Two, we also look at a large extent the 25 years of regrettable involvement in a system that is supposed to have given Nigerians what they call democracy. But unfortunately, that 25 years has been broken with corruption, manipulation, injustice, demonic economic attack against Nigerians, under funded infrastructural development, economic policy zero. There's nothing to celebrate in Nigeria 25 years of independence. It has always been, you know, from frying pan to what? Fire, with a lot of government magic that we can see everywhere and every day when Nigerians continue to experience it. What do you think you are going to celebrate after 25 years? You cannot boast up to 60, 70, 100,000 megawatts of electricity supply. Is that what you mean? That means there is something wrong with how we get to this level, and there's nothing to celebrate. Those of us who had the opportunity to experience Obasanjo as at that time, 1999 date, we can understand what I'm talking about. Which sector in Nigeria are you actually point at that is actually growing or developing or even having direct positive effect on Nigerians, as long as we continue to practice this kind of democracy which they call themselves. I remember some time ago, the former president, I want to make reference to Olusegun Obasanjo, who said that, you know, that Africa and especially Nigeria should look inwards. Maybe we can be able to have a kind of system, or we'll go back to the drawing board, or we'll put up our thinking cap, and we'll have a lot of people who can create and formulate policies if this democracy is not working. Maybe we can come up with another type of democracy that will be best for Nigerians, and that's what we are talking about this morning.
Okay, let us emphasize on the messenger. I understand that she is a Labour Party representative. Does it go to show that she's a good ambassador of Labour Party?
She represents the genuity and the quest for a better and good leadership for Nigerians, and that was what she has defended right there in the front of Federal House of Representative members. That's what she did.
Mr. Tinubu, I think this is a good place to let it go, if you permit me.
Thank you.
I must say a big thank you for your time. This is Nigeria and Nigerians. Thank you very much.